Well, I'm just a good old American boy with a heart that's red, white, and true. Dreaming of the girl with the red hair and freckles and her eyes like the skies of blue.
Country music.
Yeah, I grew up in Texas, so.
All right.
Keep her safe from the homies in the wrong side of town where they're smoking the reefer and acting like clowns. Keep that pretty white dress from getting dirty and brown, 'cause that's the American way. Woo!
Oh, pretty racist song.
Racist against who?
Oh, black people.
Black people? But I'm black.
Oh, come on. We're just having some fun here on the Country Music Time Machine. Don't take it too seriously. Howdy, everybody. Welcome back on board the Country Music Time Machine, and I'm your host, Kevin. I love everything about country music history. We are getting behind that 8-ball today as we do Crazy Country Songs 8. And while in this episode, we will run through some of the more craziest country songs in history, I remind you that if you love country music history, please check out all the other videos on the Country Music Time Machine as we cover every year of country music history from 1940 to the latest year, and we have a bunch of fun doing it. We kick off Crazy Country Songs Episode 8 with a play on one of the greatest songs in history. Ghost Riders in the Sky was written in 1948 by Stan Jones and performed by many folks from Lawrence Welk to Burl Ives to Bing Crosby. My favorite version is by Johnny Cash and the Highwaymen, but the craziest version is a parody done by Leroy Troy. A bunch of you fine folks love this song, as you can see here on the screen. Released in 2011. Let's get a clip from the Marty Stewart Show. Here's Leroy.
Their beaks were black and shiny and their eyes were blazing red. They didn't have no feathers, these chickens all were dead. They picked that farmer up and he died by the claw. They cooked them extra crispy and they ate them with coleslaw. Ghost chickens in the sky.
Oh, Leroy, cuz.
We did it, didn't we?
Now, before introducing the next song, I gotta tell you a story. This is a true story. One of my favorite artists that hit it big in the 90s was Joe Diffie, and he was great. We all loved his songs, but way back in the early 90s, I was dating a girl. Yep, I was dating a girl. And I took her with me as I had to introduce Joe Diffie on stage at a club. It was part of the job I had at the radio station. Yep, that's me right there on the stage at the Joe Diffie concert. Strangely, after the show, I could not find my girlfriend. After Joe Diffie and his crew had already left the club, I asked around to see where my girlfriend went. Somebody told me that she left on the bus with Joe. I'm not sure if she was with Joe or with another band member, but she was gone.
I know you love me, but you worship money, and you got mad when I offered you none. Well, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I'd found true love. You met another and you was gone.
I had to slip that one in there from Hee Haw because I love Hee Haw. Now let's get back to Joe Diffie. I might have been sad at the time because my girlfriend left me on Joe Diffie's bus, but somebody probably did me a big favor. Like the Garth Brooks song, I Thank God for Unanswered Prayers. A lot of you folks have mentioned this crazy country song from Joe, Prop Me Up Beside the Jukebox, from Joe Diffie, came out in 1993, and was a big hit.
Well, I ain't afraid of dying. It's the thought of being dead. I wanna go on being me once my eulogy's been read. Don't spread my ashes out to sea. Don't lay me down to rest. You can put my mind at ease if you fill my last request. Rock me up beside the jukebox if I die. Lord, I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Fill my boots up with sand, put a stiff drink in my hand. Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die. Oh, prop me up beside the jukebox if I die.
Come on. Wait, we just can't leave him here. What are you gonna do? Take him home? Come on.
Now, I've often talked about my pure love for Shania Twain and also Ross Chastain. Wow, Twain and Chastain, it just rhymes. We could make a crazy country song with that one, with the Chain Chastain song, the Twain Chastain song. Yep, I just love to see old Ross Chastain smash them watermelons, and sadly this year he hasn't smashed a whole lot of watermelons. And there is a crazy country song about watermelons. You country fans can think about that for a few seconds. What is a crazy country song about watermelons? Well, if you guessed a song from Tracy Byrd, you were right. Released back in 1994, it was a big hit for him. And let's do a little bit of that watermelon crawl right now.
I was driving through Georgia in late July on a day hot enough to make the devil sigh. I saw a homemade sign written in red, Ryan County Watermelon Festival ahead. Well, I wasn't in a hurry, so I slowed down, took a 2-lane road to a 1-horse town. There was a party going on. When I got there, I heard a welcome speech from a small town man. He said, we got 100 gallons of sweet red wine made from the biggest watermelons on the vine. Help yourself to some, but obey the law. If you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl.
You know, except for the first episode of Crazy Country Songs, I came up with those songs on my own. 99% of the song ideas for the Crazy Country Song series came from you. Some of them I have never heard before. This one is a great one from the Legends of Country Music parody, Homer and Jethro. Sink the Bismarck was a big hit for Johnny Horton in 1960. Well, Homer and Jethro got a hold of it and did We Didn't Sink the Bismarck. And boy, is it good. Thanks to Marcy and others for mentioning this one. Let's take a listen.
And now the war is over and our story can be told about our captains fighting men, the young ones and the old. We stayed in San Francisco, away from the battle scenes. We spent our time on Treasure Island fighting the Marines. Oh, we didn't sink the Bismarck and we didn't fight at all. We spent our time in Norfolk and we really had a ball. Chasing after women while our ship was overhauled, living it up on grapefruit juice and sick bay alcohol.
Okay, it's time to make a legal crossing up across the Canadian border for the next song on Crazy Country Songs 8. The title of this next song is Holland. I said the title of this next song is Holland. Oh, come on, guys. Stop bleeping me. I'm just talking about a donkey here, okay? I was raised on a farm. You know, we had farm animals. The Roadhammers are a multiple award-winning Canadian country band, and if you've never heard them before, you should check out this song, released in 2017. It's called Holland. Come on, guys.
Ain't no money hauling horses and the cattle market's dry. Them chickens don't pay chicken feed and that ain't gonna fly. So I found myself a market niche on which to specialize. You need your burro transported, buddy, I'm your guy. I'm hauling ass, I'm hauling ass. Don't give that mule a second thought, I'll get her there first class. Yeah, and if you hear a bray, you better get out of my way. I'm tearing up the highway hauling ass.
Up next is a song from country legend Roger Miller. The Wendell and many others suggested this song. Chug-a-Lug was released in the year of the Beatles, 1964. It was a big hit, but let's play a version from 1977. Roger Miller with special guests John Denver and Glenn Campbell.
They make you wanna holler, hidey-ho. Birds of time, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, jukebox and a sawdust floor. Well, something like I ain't never seen. Heck, I'm just going on 15. But with the help of my finagling uncle, I get snuck in. From my first taste of sin, I said I'd have a big old sip. I done a double backflip. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, hey, yeah. It makes you wanna holler, hidey-ho. Birds of Tommy, don't you know? Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
You know, everybody loves a nut, and just about everybody loves Johnny Cash. We know Johnny has released many crazy country songs through the years, and some of his releases seem to come from a fellow that could see into the future. Now, politics can get crazy, and many country singers have let their politics be heard in their music. A lot of you suggested this one. In 1966, Johnny released the song, "The One on the Right is on the Left." So in political terms, would that mean Trump is on the left and Kamala is on the right? I can't get it straight. The song is covering the humorous criticism of musicians that put their political views into music. So let me get this straight. Kamala is on the right and Trump is on the left. Would that put RFK Jr. in the middle? All right, let's just play a little of the song.
They sang the mountain ballads and the folk songs of our land. They were long on musical ability, folks thought they would go far, but political incompatibility led to their downfall. Well, the one on the right was on the left, and the one in the middle was on the right, and the guy on the left was in the middle, and the Y in the rear was a Methodist.
Ahoy there, mateys. This be your Captain Kevin, arg.
Oh, geez. I feel like I'm at Dolly's Pirates Voyage show. You know, I'm not as handsome as or as athletic as those folks are. And I doubt they would ever hire me as a pirate, but if you love pirates, you got to love this Ray Stevens song, released in 1981. It's a great one, arg.
1, 2, 3.
I want to sing and dance. I want to sing and dance. I want to be a pirate in the Pirates of the Jukebox. I like it.
I kind of like it my own self.
Kind of thought you would. I want to sing and dance.
16 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
I don't like rum.
You don't like rum?
Well, no, actually. Well, I might like a little Perrier.
A little Perrier?
With a lime in it.
A lime in it? He wants a lime in it.
Well, do you have any escargot?
Escargot what?
What's the soup today?
Soup?
Might have a bit of a salad, too.
Well, how about a bleeding finger bone?
And maybe a croissant. Is that right? Croissant. Those French make everything so hard. Why didn't you call it a bun?
All right, let's get behind that 8-ball one more time on Crazy Country Songs 8. And I have said many times, I love country music, especially the classy, twangy type of country music. Some folks have accused me of being a boomer, and well, I'm not a boomer, but the country music I listened to as a young fellow is a lot different than a lot of the country music today. In 2020, the Bellamy Brothers teamed up with Swangin' John Anderson, or should I say Swangin' John Anderson, and did this great song. It's called No Country Music for Old Men. The lyrics in this one are powerful.
They call him nostalgic with a permanent case of the blues.
He just walks around wondering who's gonna fill their shoes.
Looking back on the great ones we've lost, he says, why so soon?
He shed an ocean of tears on the graves of Johnny and June.
There ain't no country music for old men.
All of the good ones have died or just packed it in.
Now there's posers and losers and would-be outlaws who only know how to pretend. But there ain't no country music for old men. There ain't no country music for old men.
And that's all we have for Crazy Country Songs number 8. If you want another episode, show us your love by liking, subscribing, and putting your comments down below. And until next time, this is Kevin. Let's keep it country.